Pacific Northwest, there is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Ducks will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. All wideouts, no backs. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him in the flat. What a cut. Now he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. It's caught. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on. It's
been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications.
Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal. They are feeling it.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last this game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside the 25. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. Makes a man miss. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Moving away from pressure. On a little time, lets it go. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
The more hats you have near the the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires into traffic. Intercepted.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Smith dropping to pass. They're working that left side. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Guided out of bounds at the the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of them.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Harris. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the air.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hunt. Got room at the 35. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than...
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Smith wants to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Hauls it in. Plows through the defense. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. Like, you can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. They're going to ride this running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time. Spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
from the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Power football with the run. He breaks a tackle. Oh, it's a fumble. Touchdown, Huskies. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
The head coach's heart just skipped a beat. Looks like they were going in for the easy touchdown. When he puts it on the ground, everything's going bad. But Johnny on the spot, somebody was paying attention, David, and is able to hop on that ball for a touchdown.
And that's why you always keep competing. Coaches are going to harp on that all the time. Finish the play. You're never out of it. You don't know what's going to happen, and that's a perfect example. Ball gets on the ground. Offensive player now says, oh, crud, I got to jump on it. Jumps on the football and gets a touchdown.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move, it's Burke. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Smith dropping to pass. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Really nice job by the defense there, expecting run on that play, making the tackle, and now giving yourself a chance to get off the field.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it to keep this drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Harris. Running through contact. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little extra time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away. That's one he'd like to have back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Huskies! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To throw, it's Hurley. Working that left side now. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Offense in an empty set. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Ducks have a lot of options on second and inch. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Ducks are facing third and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Smith wants to throw. The screen, he can go. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Oregon.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. bringing it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. Inside the 20, chance for a good return. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and short, the power run here.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And somehow willed that knuckleball into the bottom right corner. And pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. He'll start the return inside his 25. And now the hit knocks it loose. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Oof, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Smith dropping to pass. Steps away to find some room. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll close the gap to 14. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll try the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a third down play. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
At the 47. Now, fourth down.
Looking to move the chains, Washington now on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
First and 10.
Shoot, quick toss to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Smith wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about.
Breaks into the open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be over.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
And this is a no-brainer. It's 4th down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
Let's go!
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
Timeout, Washington.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
3:25.
Give to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. It is steeped in animosity and laced in bitterness, and in this one, it is crowned with victory for Washington as the Huskies take down the Ducks. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.